All right, gang. So, don't you hate it when you are at work or a luncheon and all of a sudden there is nothing but poor choices? So, what do? Welcome to today's lesson. Today's lesson is about avoiding poor choices and how you can overcome that and to still get towards your desired results. So, when it comes to eating and eating out, there's always a better option. So that's the thing that you can look at. However, when we go through our day-to-day stuff, prior preparation is always going to be the most important thing that we can do. So that way we are set up for success. You organize yourself ready for work. In terms of going into a meeting, you make sure you have all the notes that you need. You make sure that you have all your clothes washed, ready for the week. You make sure that your kids are sorted out if you have kids, as an example. However, we tend to forget about ourselves. So this is something that we learned back in school. For those of you who are recently out of school, you should know all about it. However, if it's been a few years since you've been at school, listen up. So, pack your lunch. It's the most important thing that you can do. Somehow, between finishing school and starting the workforce, we've forgotten how to pack our lunch for work. It's something that you have learned at school. So you've got your breakfast, your recess, your lunch, afternoon tea when you get home, and your dinner. So these are just pretty common sense things that we apply through this. And if you haven't already read the nutrition overview, I highly recommend you do, as we go through why I recommend to eat more frequently. So eating 4, 5 to even 6 times a day, simply because that's going to help curb the cravings. And we all know that everybody gets hungry, so just eat a meal. Okay, so when it comes to those times where we're stuck for options and we forget to pack our lunch, there's always a better option. You can go to McDonald's and KFC and still have a good option. There is no reason why you cannot pick a good option. It comes back to you and making that choice. It's all a choice. This is the power of democracy. Nobody holds a gun to your head. Okay, just because there's a bridge doesn't mean you have to jump off it. All right, so when we talk about there's always a better option, it simply comes back to you and being proactive and seeking that better option. Maybe go for the wrap instead of the burger. Something as simple as that. Maybe have the Caesar salad instead of the pie. Just little things like that can get you a long way, and also help you feel better about yourself, just looking after yourself, okay? Be proactive, not reactive with pills and potions because you've all of a sudden given yourself diabetes or something like that, okay? When it comes back to, or I suppose what it comes back to, is attitude, okay? So if you see foods or if you have a bad relationship with foods and you simply can't survive without binging, okay, maybe you need to have a chat, and that's a time for another discussion. However, it comes back to your thoughts and a relationship with food, okay? For me, I personally want to feel good while I'm exercising. I want to feel good all the time, so I make sure I eat good foods. It's as simple as that. I don't want to have to have bad skin. I don't want to have bad hair. I don't want to feel lethargic and crap and tired and just lazy. Okay, so I make sure I eat good foods, I feel good, I feel great, and I feel satisfied, and they're the big points to do that for. When it comes to you and what you are trying to do, obviously if we're trying to lose weight, okay, we need to be in a calorie surplus, a calorie deficit, so there needs to be some sort of control, okay? Yes, there are a lot of good foods, okay, this is coming into the more technical side. Yes, it may be healthy, but is it too much? Okay, that's a topic for another discussion. Okay, but in a sense to where we are at the moment, okay, it's just about making sure we're eating for the right purposes, to feel good, have lots of strength, have lots of energy, and to get us a good result in terms of being in the place where we feel confident, happy, and we are actually achieving goals and progressing with ourselves in our exercise and training. Okay, guys? So that is today's lesson. Okay, avoid poor choices. At the end of the day, it comes down to you and the choices you make. All right? Have a good day. I'll chat to you soon.